The second half of the 2019 season was one to forget.
No good!
And Sly missed it.
Oh, my God.
Reverses his field, in trouble, fumbles, and the Redskins will hold and win the football game.
Wow. Just the struggles continue for the Panthers. It's like, let's see how quick we can get ourselves in a hole, same as last week, you know.
It was not a good day here for the Carolina Panthers, to say the least. And this has been a very disappointing season into the season.
The firing of a head coach, growing uncertainty among veteran players, and 8 straight losses sent the Panthers limping into the offseason.
Let's go to the Panthers side of it. You guys got to know who David Tepper is. It's always been forward-thinking, aggressive nature, and putting his stamp on things. So this was not going to be a passive owner.
Yeah.
He came in here, he bought this thing for close to $3 billion. You don't buy something to sit in the back seat and say, okay, let's go.
Listen, I have different coaches on the staff, and I'm looking at the future now. I'm making sure we have a standard of excellence on all sides of this business, period. You bet your ass it's important, okay? I don't want to ever have this team, this city, these states that we represent be at a competitive disadvantage to anybody in this country. Listen, we play this game to win. Next question.
For the Panthers organization, the start to the offseason was anything but off. A roster filled with pending free agents and a vacancy in the head coach's seat meant plenty of work ahead. With the coaching carousel spinning and multiple spots open across the league, the Panthers were in competition for the best fit.
The coaching search for the Panthers is underway, and this is the advantage that David Tepper in his first coaching search as an owner wanted.
The sense within the league is that the Panthers are going to be targeting offensive background coaches.
But also we have names of guys who have not been head coaches yet in the NFL. Among them, Eric Bieniemy, the Chiefs offensive coordinator. He is going to get interviews. Also, Matt Rhule, the Baylor coach, is a guy that teams are hot on as well.
But from my understanding, the top 2 names to consider are Baylor coach Matt Rhule. That is a name that is very high up on the list of Carolina Panthers owner Dave Tepper.
From the start of the search, Tepper used the same self-made ingenuity that helped him find success within the financial sector. And not long after the search began, he identified his main target.
Welcome to Good Morning Football. We are presented by the Home Depot. Come on into the breakfast table. We've got all of your divisional round matchups to consider. We'll talk coaching. We have some breaking news.
Breaking news!
Breaking news to lead off the show. I guess 9:55 a.m. Eastern Standard Time is the official time of coaches getting hired in the National Football League.
The Carolina Panthers reportedly have made a coaching hire. Sources, Baylor former head coach Matt Rhule is finalizing a deal to become the next head coach of the Carolina Panthers.
Whoa! This is a huge shakeup. This is big time. I mean, Matt Rhule was supposed to go, interview for the Giants job tomorrow?
But listen to how this happened. So, of course, we knew that Matt Rhule was supposed to interview with the New York Giants today, just like Josh McDaniels was supposed to interview with the Carolina Panthers today. None of that mattered because this is the guy who believes in sports science and building a program, a foundation, similar to what Tepper does. They decided, you know what? They're just going to hire him.
People have asked me, why the call, why the draw, why do you want to take on this next chapter of your life? Coach, you had a great thing at Baylor. Why did you want to go to the NFL? And it's really simple to me. I start every decision in my life with why, and football's brought me in all these places and to meet all these people, and it's brought me here today. It's a special game. It's the greatest game that there is. As I sat here and was trying to make a decision about my life, I said to myself, Matt, what do you want? And I want to go and be a part of the greatest game at the highest stage, and I just had to figure out where. Let me see. Okay. Well, my take to the players was always, if you have the talent to play 4 years and you go and play 2, then I failed you. If you go and you play 5, then we did right by you. So the things it takes to be a great pro, your talent's going to get you there, but how you take care of your body, how you recover, how you prepare, how you are in the locker room, your practice habits, your note-taking habits, You get in a football game, plays are going to go well, plays are going to go badly, but we can certainly control our effort. We can certainly control our preparation. We can certainly control our toughness and our attention to detail. I think those standards are the things that make great pros. They make great teammates and they make great teams. And so that starts with me. It's not me telling them, hey, you need to do this. It's me being the hardest working guy in the building. And it's me setting a great example. It's my staff, and then it's the players as well. So I have some of the stuff from my time at Penn State as a player and a student, and then got my master's at Buffalo, and then went to Temple to be the head coach. So it kind of represents all the times in my life. And then we weren't very good early at Temple, so my first win came in the middle of the season, and it was really cool to see my kids now. Like, she's, you know, a big girl now, and the players lifted my son up.
Being a walk-on, Penn State, do you ever look back at that time and think, yeah, I think that might be helping me now?
Yeah, well, I think just being tough. I mean, like, you know, you got to go out there and whatever they ask you to do, you got to do. And, you know, one of the keys to life is to just keep showing up. You know, a lot of people, like they say in acting sometimes, the dream never gives up on you. People usually give up on their dreams. And I think the same thing about coaching. A lot of guys I was into coaching with along the way got out. It was hard. They were unemployed. And, I stuck with it. And I think it's the same thing for players. Great days are ahead if you'll just stick with it. For teams, don't give up on your dream. And so I think that toughness and that day-to-day grind of being on that team, and knowing that I was never going to, be the starter, but could I find a role to help? Could I do something to help and bring value? And eventually I did, and those were great memories. Girls, you coming? Look at you. See you, Jaspy. Ready?
Who wants to get on first? Leona? No, Leona will. What a good brother.
Does it look like North Carolina? Frank, do you recognize it? Your home state. Oh, it's great to be back. Absolutely great to be back. For us, you bring your family here, but there's a real comfort in knowing that this is the community we're gonna live in, and this is the place that we're gonna raise our family. I got a Please, these are my new friends. Can you meet them? Can you meet them? I'll hold you. I'll hold you. I'll hold you. All right, how about I hold you for a little bit, and then we'll go from there. How are you, man? Good to see you, brother. You doing well? Yeah, welcome. Welcome back.
Good to have you. Yeah.
Oh, wow. How are you? Good to meet you, man. My pleasure. Thank you so much.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I'm fired up to be here, man. I offered him a scholarship way back when. He wouldn't even come visit me. So now all of a sudden, now what's up?
Times change, huh?
That's exactly right.
Tables have time.
Tables have time. Hey, come here. Oh, that guy? That's who you're looking for. I'm going to get you one. I told you we have to find a store. She wants me to see the mascot. Just on behalf of my family and I, just want to tell you how excited we are to be here, and just really excited to get to work. We're honored to be a part of this franchise. Yeah, great to meet you. My pleasure. Hey, how are you?
Good. Go Argus.
First of all, the thing that stood out right away was the people. Even being at the press conference and the support, the former players, but all the people as I've even walked around town that truly love their city. They love the Carolina Panthers and want to see us do great. So I couldn't imagine a more warm, welcoming place.
That first day of school feeling is one that everyone can relate to. New job, new place, new beginnings. But for as many beginnings as there was one ending that would come out of the blue. Before he had a chance to put down his bags, Rhule had to deal with a decision that shocked the football world. And news such as this doesn't stay quiet for long.
Somebody posted on Twitter. It's just a random guy, though. Luke said he's retiring.
No, it's just a matter of time.
Well, the news is getting out already.
Oh, seriously?
It hasn't gotten out yet, but it's about to.
What's up? Hello. What's up, man? Get you, Ron. Just drop this in your pocket.
Cool. What is it? Chest up?
Yes, sir.
All right.
Chest up.
I don't know how to start this drum. Sound good writing it down, but it doesn't sound like.
Hey man, if you run out of words to say,
Yeah.
let's talk from the heart.
Yeah.
You know what you want to say.
A candid Luke Kuechly there, retiring with the Panthers. What is his legacy in the NFL? Did you guys find yourself right away sort of going to that when you woke up this morning? What does it mean for him?
I talked to the folks in Carolina. I know that he went in there, and what's a crazy word to even hear, he was apologizing yesterday to David Tepper, to Matt Rhule, the new head coach, to Marty Hurney. But the most selfless thing he could do in this retirement is not wait till after free agency, not wait till after the draft. He is saying it now so they can rebuild and start anew, and he didn't want to be a story that got in the way of that. Luke Kuechly, the ultimate Carolina Panther. I know that city loves him, I know that fan base loves him, and I know that building loves him. We as a table have had the honor to watch him play over many, many years.
Four-man pressure, and Wilson in trouble. Flicks it out of the backfield, picked off Kuechly, angling right, 10, 5, touchdown!
Oh, they're going crazy up ahead! My man, Luke Kuechly!
I know there's a lot going on at this time with the team, and I appreciate you taking time to watch this. I still remember my first press conference in this building in 2012 after being drafted by the Panthers.
How you guys doing? Thank you. Thank you very much. I think, for me, it was kind of what I just said. And, you got to come in, you got to be humble because it's a different game, it's a different level. And I think if you come in with an open mindset and willing to work, good things will happen.
I knew very little of the Panthers and less about Charlotte. Today, they hold a very special place in my heart.
Luke Kuechly is a beast.
Tremendous instincts.
The legend of Luke Kuechly just keeps growing and growing and growing.
AP Defensive Player of the Year.
Luke Kuechly.
Breeze drops back deep to throw, climbs up in the pocket, throws intercepted. Luke Kuechly at the 48-yard line.
Hey, that's on you guys. That's on you guys. Good job.
But I think the most important thing that I've been able to be a part of is good people. From the people in Charlotte to the fans to the people in this organization to the players and coaches. I've really truly enjoyed my opportunity to be here and playing with some of the best teammates anybody could ever wish for.
I loved seeing all the outpouring of respect from him, from his teammates, his old coach, Ron Rivera, of course, Michael Thomas, a guy who's gone up against him, but specifically the one that I liked the most. Yeah, Gronk was great, but Bobby Wagner. So I just really liked seeing that because that's, if Tom Brady had been on Twitter when Peyton Manning retired, we'd have that similar sort of
it's huge respect.
It makes me sad because I love playing this game. I've played it since I was a little kid and it's my favorite thing in the world to do. And the memories I have from this place and this organization and playing on the field with these guys, they'll never go away. And there's only one way to play this game since I was a little kid is to play fast and play physical and play strong. And at this point, I don't know if I'm able to do that anymore. And that's the part that is the most difficult is I still want to play, but I don't think it's the right decision, so I thought about it for a long time, and I think now is an opportunity for me to step away with what's going on here. I think we've got a really good linebacker room. I think Shaq and those guys are going to step into a tremendous job. I just want to say thank you to the coaches, the players, the support staff, the training staff. Thank you, Panther fans. Thank you, everybody in the NFL, for your constant support. And now it's time to move in a different direction.
That's it. It's fantastic.
Do I need to do another one?
That's it. Perfect. No. How do you feel about it?
I don't know.
Relatively, but
job.
I'm not dead.
Quinn said you were.
Even the greatest of journeys come to an end, and the strongest of men eventually hit the end of the road. For 8 seasons, Luke Kuechly was the heart and soul of the Panthers defense. His departure undoubtedly leaves a huge hole to fill. So for Rhule and his budding staff, the end of one era provided a reminder that theirs was just beginning.
When you're in the National Football League, the players are the best of the best. And so you have to be somebody who can help players play better. We want to have a great mix on our coaching staff of youth and experience, of all different backgrounds. But at the end of it all, they have to be great teachers. They have to be people that can get another man to play just a little bit better. And so I think that they should be excited because this is their team and it represents their city. And there's great players on this team, and we're trying to build a coaching staff that matches the fans' intensity, that's going to work that hard. And so we've searched high and low to find that quality, and I think we've done a really nice job.
The Panthers watched LSU beat Clemson, and they swooped in and hired LSU's passing game coordinator, 33-year-old Joe Brady, as their offensive coordinator.
Joseph Brady. I'm from Pembroke Pines, Florida. First time. I lost a lot of sleep for a lot of these guys. You got it, brother.
Right here.
Okay.
Carolina's gonna sit here, so whatever comfortable look you.
Congrats, by the way.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
That was fun to watch.
Yeah. I'm still trying to process that I'm here right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like I felt like 24 hours ago I was like playing in a game or heading back. It's kind of chaotic.
That is crazy.
It's really hard to put into words. It's you're going off of a high from winning a national championship to then being able to represent the Carolina Panthers and to be able to put together a system here in place that you're going fans are going to be proud of, the players are going to be excited about, and so just getting that phone call, it kind of just it almost kind of lit a fire in me and it excited me because I'm ready for the next chapter and I'm ready to get rolling here.
Great.
Awesome.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Yes,
ma'am.
We're handing you off to the next
There we
station.
go. Well, as you guys can tell, this is only the second time I've ever been in front of a camera, so I appreciate you guys. Thank you.
Have to hit you yet? You're in the hallways,
Yeah, no, it hasn't. I'm in an NFL stadium right now, walking again, and it's not just here visiting, I'm here for work, and so it kind of fires me up. It's kind of, I know I don't get to be with the guys for a while, and you don't get to really kind of start installing things, but I'm ready to get back to work. I know one season ended, but I'm ready for the next one. You want the glasses on or glasses off? Yeah, absolutely. I just can't see anything right now, but I'll roll with it. I don't change. I'm level-headed. I have a passion for this game. I'm energetic, but nothing's fake about me. I think the approach, the preparation, the confidence that I have, that's been there since I was a defensive assistant, since I'm a graduate assistant, and my work ethic, I've always tried to approach things like I'm still a graduate assistant. I understand the role might change, but just because you're in a different position doesn't mean, the work that you put in and the approach that you have should change. And so, I'm blessed at the opportunities that I've had, and I'm fortunate for this opportunity.
He doesn't even crack a smile with it.
You told me I couldn't. You're directing me what I'm supposed to do. I can't even laugh at a joke.
Now, when you said there was as many photos as you've ever taken.
Yeah, look, I'm a ginger with glasses. Look, I'm not the most photogenic guy, but I'll roll with it, do what I have to do. Whatever it takes to win some championships right now, if it's taking pictures, I'm going to do it.
I wanted to go with 2 really aggressive coordinators, one young, one a little older, but they have the same mindset.
Guys, I've been doing this so long. This will be my 44th season coming up. So I've been in about every scenario you can be in. So, yeah, this is great.
All right, it's Mick Mixon with the new defensive coordinator of the Carolina Panthers, Phil Snow. Under what circumstances did you line this gig up, Coach?
Well, I've just been following Coach Rhule. He's been going right up the ladder, and he wanted to come and try this pro football as a head football coach. And I said, well, I'd love to be your defensive coordinator, so here we are. Well, I tease, I always say this, when he was at UCLA, he got my coffee, now I'm getting his coffee. So, no, it's been a great working relationship. You know, he trusts me with the defense, and we've had good success. And so, you know, I don't think things will change at this level. The system is not why we're going to win. It's going to be how fast and physical we play. And have fun doing it, and really be detailed at what we do. It's not necessarily all the time what you do, it's how you do it. Sure. And so that's going to be important.
Yeah.
Yeah, the defensive coordinator for me was easy, and Phil Snow. You know, I've never won a game as a head coach without Phil being my defensive coordinator. You know, he's got NFL experience, he's got 30 years of coordinating experience. And I think really as you look at the NFL, more and more college football is seeping in. And so he has pro experience with enough college experience as well to be kind of ahead of the curve on a lot of the things that are happening. And it's great to have Joe here. I mean, he's what the NFL is trending towards. You know, young coaches who see the game in a different manner. So, to me, on the staff, I want to have guys with all different backgrounds. I think if everyone's the same, then I don't need everyone. You know, so having people that bring different perspectives is really cool.
With Rhule's staff nearly complete, the Panthers flocked to the southernmost shore of Alabama. Being able to evaluate future talent in person at the Senior Bowl would help span the gap between what the roster looked like last season and how it will take shape in the future.
We're in a really, really important time for the organization. We have to do this right so that we can get the process going. And so I love evaluating players. I think that's really what makes your team go, right? The better players you have, the better you play. And so I'm excited to get there and interview players and watch players work out. And I had 3 players that I coached in college, 1 at Temple and 2 at Baylor, that were in the Senior Bowl. That was unique for me.
Jermichael Hasty, the 5. Hasty into the end zone for the touchdown.
Reading the block from the center, Matt Hennessy from Temple, and just cutting right off of his hip.
You know, we need to make sure that as a coaching staff, we have a clear vision of what we want our team to look like, you know, what it means to be a defensive end in our organization, what it means to be a wideout in our organization.
You know, in this process is finding our vision for what we're looking for in each player. You know, every person on our team is going to have a specific role, and especially on our offense, everyone's going to have their role, and it's critical for us to define what the vision for in each player. Everyone has a unique characteristic, and so let's find out what our players do well, and let's put them in those positions.
Setting that vision takes time. You have to write it out. You have to find examples of it so that you can clearly show people, hey, this is what we're looking for. But when you know what you're looking for and you find it, then their talent can take over. So we want to find people here that are going to come here and do things, you know, the right way, our way. And we've looked for that in our staff, and we'll certainly look for that in the people that we're going to bring in free agency and in the draft.
What are some of the things that you learned from Matt Rhule during your time?
I mean, just be a pro. I mean, if you have a meeting, be 15 minutes early. Just be a pro and act like you've been there before.
How to conduct yourself, you know, how to study the playbook, how to, you know, act when you're in the building, you know what I mean? And just all in all, one of the best things that I took from him was just learning how to be a pro.
Okay, so when I say process in its simplest form, you know, I think you always start with the end in mind. You start with a goal. But everyone has goals. So it's not about setting goals. It's about setting a goal, but then really what are the steps that you're willing to go through to get there? And for me, process is hard. You have to be willing to do it when it doesn't feel good, when it's raining outside, when it's cold, whatever the situation is. But making sure that every day is a winning day, that we're moving a step forward. Everyone wants to say they won the Super Bowl, but not everyone's willing to do what it takes each and every day. And so when I say process, that's what I mean.